Kicking my legs. Yes. Oh my God. For once, I run into a Tom Aspinall that's not all freaking boxing. He's actually trying to kick my legs, bro. Yes, that's what I'm talking about right there. Oh my God, my lead leg is already getting damaged, boys. Ooh-wee. I feel like it's been 84 years since I used Jon Jones. It's time that we get back to it, man. Get back to it, man. He is still one of my favorite fighters to use in this game, just because, you know, I feel like I can do some good work with him, like some good sim style work with him. So here we go, especially after what happened between, I feel like right now, after watching that fight, Tom Aspinall versus Sirigan, I don't know if there's now more interest in Jon Jones versus Tom or less. I feel like fans of Jon Jones are excited for it now because they saw some chinks in the armor of Tom. You know what I mean? Me being one of them, I'm just, man, I kind of want, oh my God, like I want to see now. But I also have questions. And a big reason why I really want to see these two guys fight. And by the way, I'm excited for the potential Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira. Although for me personally, not as excited as the Tom Aspinall match, just because I think there we go. There is a clear path to victory for Jon Jones against Alex Pereira. You know, Jon can take him down for sure. I know Jon can do it. I think Jon's gonna strike with him too. There we go. But I think Jon's gonna fight this like he always does, right? He'll try to beat him in his own game for sure, but at some point Jon is gonna look to get this fight to the ground, and he will. And there is a massive difference between these two guys when it comes to grappling. Massive difference. But with Tom and Jon, one thing I like about that matchup personally, even more now, is I feel like the questions I have for both of them, they're the only ones that can answer that question. And what I mean by that is no one else in the weight class can answer the questions I have against Tom Aspinall. And no one else in that weight class can also answer the questions I have for Jon Jones. And my question for Jon is, like, how would you fare against a heavyweight that's bigger than you, younger than you, faster than you, more powerful than you, more athletic than you? Basically, how would you deal with a heavyweight that outmatches you when it comes to the attributes? I don't think Tom is more skilled than Jon. I don't think so. I'll die on that hill. Tom is not more skilled than Jon Jones. Jon Jones is more skilled than Tom. But fighting is not just about skill. Skill is the most important part, but attributes are important as well. Right? So it's the same question I had for Jon when the talks of him facing Francis Ngannou was there, right? It's like, man, how would you deal with like a massive heavyweight that can absolutely put you out? But since Francis is not there anymore, Tom is the next best thing. And I think Tom is even better because Tom also has very good grappling. I mean, at least he has decent grappling. He's a black belt, right? So that's a question for Jon. What happens, right? Tom has a very, very good 1-2 combination. He's really fast. He's the fastest heavyweight out there. He's big. He's 6'5". He's bigger than Jon. He's younger than Jon. And I think at some point he will hit Jon. At some point he'll tag him. What happens then? I'm curious about that. I know Jon Jones has an incredible chin. We've seen him get hit with some big boys in the light heavyweight division, with some powerful men as well. By some powerful men. We've seen Jon eat massive bombs and be okay. I mean, this is still a man who has never been actually dropped in a fight, which is, and for the love of God, don't tell me, oh, he got dropped by Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes hit him in the chest and he tripped. That's not what I mean. What I mean by properly dropped is you get hit in the chin or you get hit in the body and you get hurt and you fall to the ground because you've been hurt. Not because you lost your balance or you tripped or anything like that, or, you know, you got knocked down because you were on one leg. That's not what I mean. I'm talking like a proper stun, proper rocked. We've never seen John Jones hurt in there to where, like, he's backing up, wobbled, and, you know, his opponent is, like, trying to finish him. We've just never seen it, which is insane. The level of fighters he's faced. The fact that it's never happened is just insane. But if anyone can do it, it's... Uh-oh. I think it's okay. But yeah, if anyone can do it, it's definitely Tom Aspinall. So I'm curious to see, can Tom do it? And if Tom hits John, what happens? But then, and Tom is the only other person in that weight class in the heavyweight division that I think can really do that. Yeah, John faced Cyril Gane, but Cyril Gane, you know, he doesn't have the power that Tom has. He has the speed, he has the size, but he doesn't have the power, he doesn't have the wrestling. So that can be excused, right? But then for Tom, my question is, do you have that dog in you, man? Do you have that dog in you, Tom? Do you actually have that dog in you? Come here. Elbow. Woo! He's going to quit. I knew it. I knew he was going to quit right there. I knew it. I knew it. I could always tell. The moment their character goes limp, you know they've pressed the freaking options button. They're scrolling down to where it says quit, and they're going to be gone. I don't understand why he decided to leave. I mean, we were having a fairly decent fight. Is it because I elbowed you, bro? I'm using John, right? I'm using John Jones. Is what John does. You know, if you're going to pressure me, I will knee you and I will elbow you. So, anyways, we're going to move on. We got a lot to talk about, boys. Let's keep it going. Boom. 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 There we go, baby. Let's go. Pereira. Please don't quit like the last guy. Oh. 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 Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, we got ourselves a good time, maybe? Oh. Kicking my legs. Yes. Oh my God. For once I run into a Tom Aspinall that's not all freaking boxing. He's actually trying to kick my legs, bro. Yes, that's what I'm talking about right there. Oh my God. My lead leg is already getting damaged, boys. Nice. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Excitement. No. Gotta stop ducking, though. Because these knees will... I will knee you in the head if you keep doing that duck. Jesus, my lead leg is already fucked. Oh, my God. And this is, by the way, a question I have if John and Alex actually make... If the fight happens. Oh, you gotta start with the damn ducking, man. No one has... I don't want to say no one. Thiago Santos kicked John Jones's legs a lot. But the leg kicks from Alex Pereira, they're different, man. It's different. It's calf kicks. It's not like your regular Muay Thai kick. This is these calf kicks. No one's ever really calf kicked John Jones. And John has some very skinny calves. You know what I mean? So it's going to be very interesting to see how John deals with that. But I think it's an easier question to answer than the question I have for John against Tom, in my opinion. But yeah, let's go back to Tom. The question is, does he have that dog in him? Now I know some of you will say we already have the answer to that question. Oh, that was so beautiful. Nice. Let's kick. Some of you will say we already have the answer to that question. We saw him against Curtis Blades. As soon as he got hurt, he fell down and didn't even... And then when he got poked in the eye, but all that can be excused. Stop with the ducking, bro. All that can be excused because the man got injured. You know what I mean? He got injured against Curtis Blades, and he got poked in the eye, man. Like, can't really expect him to fight with one eye. So that might be like a tiny point against Tom. Not that he didn't fight with the I don't know, with one eye, but like I think what people are keying in on is the theatrics, maybe, right? Like maybe there was some theatrics with him. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. right? Like there are some fighters that even when they're injured, right? They're like, no, I definitely want to continue. They lie to the freaking ref, even if they lie to the doctor, even if their eye is bad, they will lie and say, nope, my eye is okay, I can see. Every fighter knows when you say, yo, I can't see, they're gonna stop the fight. But there's some, like, imagine, can you imagine someone like Mike Perry saying, yo, I can't see, I don't see that, I just don't, I think Mike Perry has that dog in him. Even if you poke out his freaking eye, he's just gonna go, yo, I'm good, bro. Let's go. Let's go. There's some fighters that are like that. I think John is one of them. You know, you take John's eye, he's like, you know, he'll fight you either way. But again, this is not me saying that any fighter should fight with one eye. I don't think any fighter should. But there are different mentalities out there. There's some fighters that are so freaking mentally tough and crazy. It goes beyond just being mentally tough. These guys are fucking crazy. They're dysfunctional. You know what I mean? They just, like Mike Tyson would say, I'm a dysfunctional individual. There's some fighters that are dysfunctional. You're just like, man, you're not totally well up there, bro. And I don't think Tom is one of those. I think Tom is a very cerebral guy. I think Tom is a very honest individual. He's honest with what he can deal with and what he can't deal with, and that's okay. Woo. I'm cruising now, boys. Cruising. No. Back up. No. And so yeah, I don't think the question has been answered yet on whether Tom Aspinall actually has heart. It's going to be answered when somebody drags him into deep waters, cuts him. He's bleeding all over the place. This man is quitting, boy. I think my opponent is getting tired, man. You know, someone drags him into deep waters, cuts him. His arms are heavy. Oh, hey. My opponent is done, boys. He's done. He's done. He's broken. He's broken. Drag him into deep waters. Arms heavy from wrestling too much. Having to wrestle when he's already exhausted. Imagine the sort of fight that John had against Gustafsson. The fight John had against DC. Stuff like that, you know? You know, so I would like to see Tom in a fight like that. That's when we're going to get our answer. And I don't, and the only heavyweight that can bring that kind of fight to Tom is John. That's why I really want to see these two guys fight, because they both will answer questions that I have, and they are the only ones that can answer it. This fight's over, boys. This fight's done. This fight's done. It's over. That's it. Yep. Yeah. There's this happens to me a lot when I'm using John Jones. Like, because with John, John is not I'm gonna knock you out with one shot. He just breaks you down and you just end up staring at Medusa. And when I use John Jones properly, that's what happens. It's like my opponent just gets frozen, right? It's almost like they get frozen and they're just like, I don't know what to do, bro. My leg is damaged. My body is damaged. My head is damaged. I can't take this guy down because he's using John, who has good grappling. I'm getting hit, but he's not throwing combos, so I don't see an opening to actually counter him. It's single shots here and there. Like, John is just a frustrating individual to try to deal with, man. In the game, and I can't imagine it's any different in real life. This is a frustrating person to deal with. In and out of the cage. Anyway, let's do one more, boys. One more. Come on, Tommy. Come on, Tommy boy. Thank you. Giddy, it's giddy. Let's get it, Tommy. Let's see here. Denied. To the body. The gnat in here that's pissing me off. It's the dang bananas, man. Every time we get bananas in the house and they get overripe, the gnats show up. But like I can't get rid of them because my wife likes making banana bakes. You know what I mean? So it's like occasionally we just these dang gnats. But here we go. Like kick. Woo! Almost didn't deny this takedown. No. Nope. There we go. Boom, boom. There we go. That kick. You know what I find to be very, very interesting? Like, when people are discussing this fight between Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall, like, it's like people, I rarely hear people, and by the way, I'm no longer on Twitter, so I don't even, dude, it feels so good. Like, I didn't realize how much I didn't like Twitter until I got rid of it. But a lot of the MMA discourse that I used to consume was on Twitter. So now, honestly speaking, I consumed almost zero MMA discourse right now, which like I really do not mind, bro. I don't mind. Right now when I talk about MMA, it's usually with like close friends, and I much prefer that. Just cause like, I'm sorry, man. My friends understand nuance. They do. We can have any conversation about any fighter, about any matchup, and it's a nuanced conversation. And that's what I need in my life right now. You know what I mean? That's what I need in my life right now, bro. There we go. And I feel like you guys are too, because especially when I make a video and just discuss, I feel like you guys do a very good job of that. Like I can say, I can see Jon winning the fight, and you guys are not gonna go, "Oh my God, Marshall said Jon Jones is definitely gonna beat Tom Aspinall." Like, that's not what I said. I said I could see Jon winning the fight. Like I see how it could happen. It's like I really like. Anyways. But when I was seeing a lot of discourse on this fight, I just didn't see a lot of people discussing the tactics. You know, hey, it always goes back to Tom Aspinall is younger and he's bigger and he's fast. That's it. That's just what it seems to be, right? And then like, you know, the one saying Jon Jones would win, it's just Jon's the GOAT. Jon's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. There's no way Tom's gonna beat the GOAT. I'm like, okay, but can we discuss tactics here? You know what I mean? Can we like break it down? I see Jon having trouble with ooh. I see Jon having trouble with the speed of the heavyweight. I do. But besides that, when I think about Jon Jones, I think about the sort of opponents that give Jon a really hard time. It's guys that do a very good job of, dare I say, running, circling. They have very, very good footwork when they're circling. Jon does a very good job of countering and hitting you and tagging you when you're pushing him. Hey! We saw that against DC. But if you take a look at every single tough fight that Jon has had, go back to Lyoto Machida. It was the same thing. A southpaw that did a very good job circling and staying away from Jon. Go back to Alexander Gustafsson, a very good boxer with very, very good footwork who Jon had a very hard time tracking down. Thiago Santos, same thing. Fought Jon Jones on the back foot. Dominic Reyes, same thing. Fought John Jones on the back foot. Now go back and rewatch Gustafsson versus John the second time. John fought on the back foot this time. And he was able to tag up Alex. Tag him up. John does a very good job also of crashing in when he feels threatened. Where some people might like run away with like their head, with their chin high. John knows, especially when he's facing a really powerful guy like Glover Teixeira, for example, DC. Guys like that. John does a very good job of like crashing into them when they start getting a bit too close. He crashes into them, he leans on them, he uses body weight, cranks their arm, elbows them in the face, cuts them. And then from a distance, I'll say this, man, there is no fighter better in MMA than John Jones. There's no fighter better in MMA than John when it comes to fighting at distance. Kicking range. John eats fighters alive in kicking range, man. He eats you alive. And it's just because of his tactics. He'll tag you to the body with tiny front kicks, teeps that almost don't seem like they're doing much, but they do, bro. They do a lot. Like I'm doing to this guy right here. He'll hit you in the face with a front kick. He'll spin to your body. He'll tag your legs. There we go. And it's not easy to get through that, man. It really isn't. The way DC handled it, for the most part, was just like, man, I'm just going to stay on top of this man. I'm just going to stay glued to John. And that's when DC started getting the knees. And DC started getting the hooks to the body and the elbows. Because, like, just no range you can fight John at where he doesn't have an answer. And that's what makes him so fucking hard to deal with, man. So, like, I really want to see these two guys fight, man. I really want to see it. I want to see what happens when they grapple. You know what I mean? I want to see what happens when they grapple. There we go. But with the way things are going right now, you know, Dana has essentially said hell no to John Jones for the White House card. And Dana seems to mean it. He seems to be adamant about the fact that he's not letting John Jones fight on the card, which I get it, man. Like, John is just not a very dependable person, you know? So, but if there's enough interest, I can see Dana changing his mind. And I really hope he does. I really, really do. Because if there's anything I do know about John, it's motivation, like, means a lot to him. Like, if he has, like, the right motivation, this dude creates magic in there. He creates magic in there, bro. And again, boys, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. There we go. Hey, beautiful. Got him out of there. That was nice. That was nice. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Alex Pereira is calling for John for the John Jones fight. John Jones seems to want it. There hasn't really been too much talk about John versus Aspinall at this point. I think they'll try to just rebook Aspinall versus Sirigan, which I think is the right thing to do. We need resolution for that fight. We absolutely do. So we'll see. We'll just wait and see. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me your thoughts. Leave a like on it. And yeah, tell me, are you more excited now for John versus Tom? Or are you less excited for it now? Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you boys later with a brand new one. As always, stay safe. Peace out. Have a good one.